A face only a mother
Hey,
could love.
everybody. We are live. What was that comment?
I said a face only a mother could love.
I know, huh? This face only a mother could love. No.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Explorer Day.
I was making weird faces, so he was laughing at that. But anyway,
It is November 18th.
it is. I had to think about that for a
I
moment.
know. Can you believe it?
Time's going by so fast.
The month is more than halfway gone through as I smack your face.
Uh-huh.
It is 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Us here on the West Coast, it is 5 o'clock and it is dark, or pretty much dark.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how early it gets dark now?
Daylight.
It is.
Excuse me. We had some rain.
We did. We woke
That was
up
a
to
nice
rain.
surprise last night, and I'm like hearing dripping wet drops, and I'm like, what is that? It's not raining, is it? And then it sure was. So that was a nice
Hopefully
surprise.
that wasn't inside the house that you were hearing.
No.
Oh, okay. I hope you two had caffeine.
Oh, hey Bob.
Today is our cruise show.
We're going on a cruise? What?
Yay. It is our cruise show.
Do we have a private ship or something?
But we although we don't have
Whoops.
possibly a whole lot of information, we're going to talk about the holidays. We're going to talk about holidays on the Disney or on a ship. It's just going to be time to just relax and gear up for the holidays. We will say this: next Wednesday, Thanksgiving is next week. Next Wednesday, we will not be able to do a live show. I have to work 3:30 to midnight.
We'll be very busy the next week.
Yeah, so unfortunately there will not be a live show, but we are going to be doing a recorded show, and we're not going to say anything more than that because we're going to have a fun little surprise with that. We will treat it like a premiere video, so Greg will be able to chat with you live. Unfortunately, I'll be working away at work during that time.
Oh boy, no.
Gee whiz. So why don't we first,
It'll be a
Greg,
lot of fun.
It will. Why don't we first, Greg, why don't you greet everyone that's in the chat?
So, according to what I'm seeing, Bob was first, Innocents Abroad, Cruising for Food with Wanda and Holly E.
That's from Innocents Abroad.
Awesome.
Bob and Holly.
Yep. And ChadCruisers is here. Hey, guys. Rachel Loves Disney's here. Tiffany Peacock. Nick Tours. Mary Ellen Dillon. Always on the move. And sorry, scrolling. Captain Akron 27. Akron 20. You always do that. Captain Akron 27. Cheap Meal Food Cat. My mom is on here. Hey.
Hello, Mama Berthel.
No Maps Needed Travel. Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel. It's Joey's World. BDF. I'm having pop-ups on my phone here. And I think we're all caught up. So welcome everybody as more people come in. We'll say hi.
It looks like we're going to be getting ready for a nerd herd attack as people are coming over from their channel. We try to do our best to watch as much as we can. Their show, they're always on before us. So if you guys haven't had a chance to watch the Disney Nerd Herders, definitely make sure you check them out.
ChadCruisers, welcome.
Welcome. You realize how many Canadians channels that we are now friends with? It's amazing when you look
awesome.
When you look at ChadCruisers, when you look at No Maps Needed Travel, you have Nick Tours, all Canadians, and I might be missing some more.
Atwood.
And then ChadCruisers, they're close to Canada. They're close to Buffalo, which is close to Canada. So welcome everybody. Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels. I think you said hello, but if not, welcome Sherry. We need to reach out to you soon because I know we had talked about doing something earlier. So we'll get with you soon on it.
Bob said they're plotting their invasion. Actually, I think it's us plotting the invasion to go to Canada.
No, I mean we were talking about how many actors are Canadian. Especially like on the Hallmark channel.
Well, specifically on Hallmark, I think most of them are Canadian.
Almost Canadian. We love our New York State neighbors. There you go. So you guys, we're gonna have a non-dilly, but this
baking soda.
We're gonna try baking soda. It says, "Y'all get your fixins." Did I say that right? Y'all get your fixins. So
it's probably just a bunch of bacon grease. That's nasty. Doesn't really smell.
It smells like oil or something.
It smells a little bacony, if that's a word.
Hi, Kay Atwood. Thank you for joining us. That soda is gross, Wanda says.
It smells. It sounds gross. It smells
How
weird.
can it sound gross? It's bubbling.
Just the sound of, you know what I mean? When you read baking soda, it just doesn't seem like it'd be something that you'd want to try, but we're gonna try it because we're explorers.
Yes. So I'm gonna give you peace.
Don't do it, Wanda said.
I'm gonna give you Mary.
You're gonna give me peace? Thank you. I need some peace.
I love bacon. No, but I'll never try that.
Now smell it.
It smells gross.
It smells bacony now. It smells like crispy bacon.
Dilly dilly.
Cheers as I barf.
Mary Ellen Dillon. I don't think we said hello. We've had several Hallmark movies filmed in Connecticut. If I didn't know it was bacon, I wouldn't know that it was bacon. Do you taste it?
Bacon.
It does have a weird kind of aftertaste, like the fat aftertaste. But you know what? You know when things don't taste good?
It tastes like liquefied bacon bits.
Yeah. When things don't work out quite the way you want.
Oh, Lord.
Good old Captain Morgan.
Yes, moist puke.
Comes in and saves the day.
Okay.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Fine.
He gave me more than a shot worth. Yeah, you did.
Life is good today.
Yeah.
Welcome, Welcome NG Tao. Thank you for joining us. I think I needed to get something besides my finger to mix it up.
What is that?
So we have bacon soda with just Captain Morgan spice rum. So for the rest of the show,
It just tastes weird.
we could
Oh my god. With
In honor of Captain
with your
Morgan.
Baby Yoda sweats. Oh my gosh. Where did we Okay, so excuse me, MG Tao, we said hello. I'm just looking at people's comments now.
NG Tao.
Life is good today is here. Yeah, he is trying to get me drunk, isn't he?
Yes. So
Yes.
yes. No, I'm not trying to get you drunk.
Yeah.
You do it on your own.
I was the one that poured like 3/4 of that bottle in here.
We do have some. Why don't we, while we're waiting, it's time for mail check.
We got mail,
I looked in the wrong spot.
but it didn't fit. So we did get mail, and Bob,
For
we
900.
didn't tell you, Bob, that we got it, but it's from Innocence Abroad from Bob and Holly. And I have a knife. And I'm not afraid to use it on the box.
We got these sodas at I forget, it was a candy shop, and it has all these different like specialty sodas. That's where we tried a carrot cake one.
We want to say thank you for the thought, Bob and Holly. We don't even know what's in here, but you didn't have to do anything, so thank you.
Your mom. I think we said hello, Cheap Mo Food Cat. Welcome. Oh no.
You can never have enough Oxford
Index
note cards. Yes, I can't think. Index cards. So thank you for that.
Thank yous 1,000 times. So where this came from?
Oh, and there's also a book. Wine Folly, the essential guide to wine. Ooh, that's gonna come in handy.
We were having a conversation about the right way to say, is it Riesling or is it Riesling? So I had all these different cards on there. So that's where that came from. Thank you guys.
Wow, look at all these possible flavors and everything. Like it gives you gives you like pinwheel graphs and stuff so you could see what goes with what.
Oh, wow. That's really helpful.
Yeah. We almost said the same thing. I was going to say that's really awesome, but awesome and helpful.
It tells you what is in them, what flavors. That's really cool. Thank you so much, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
The Wine Folly. It's true. Thank you so much.
You can write your thank yous 1,000 times. He
Yes.
said, Lothar 900, welcome. So I think you should be good on note cards for probably the
About
next
another month?
3-4 years,
About
maybe 5. Excuse me, month. Are you going to write one word on each card and say you used it?
It is more sunshine, please. Welcome. So thank
Welcome,
you for
Jim.
joining us. Jim was on Disney Nerd Herders with Mouse Talk. So great to see you on there having fun with those guys. So welcome to our show. And
Making sure I didn't miss anybody else here.
as
Excuse me, Lothar 900 said a variety of wine grape grown and developed, especially in Germany and Austria. Riesling, not Riesling, Riesling.
do I need to bring out that thing again?
Hey, Nurse Nancy.
Welcome, Nautical Nurse Nancy. I'm so happy you're feeling better.
Yes.
Just from doing our polos. You sound so much better.
So Derick is having us try bacon soda. It wasn't very good. It tasted like liquefied bacon bits. And then he added Captain Morgan spiced rum and gave me more than a shot's glass worth of it. So it's pretty strong.
Like he's complaining. Some interesting, we were talking about shows that are coming out. Apple TV bought the rights for the Peanut specials. As you can see Greg's face. If you ever want to enjoy drinking with Greg, he puts on the best faces. So all you have to do when you watch any of our
the
vlogs,
alcohol puts it on. It's just weird.
Usually it's instantly. No matter what it is. But the Peanut specials have been purchased by Apple TV. And they were only going to show them on Apple TV.
Not anymore.
They've changed the plans and they've now made an agreement with PBS, the public station. And they're going to be
broadcasting.
Do you have the dates on that when they are? I'll see if I can.
Yeah, I saved it all.
They're going to show them. I don't know if it's on Thanksgiving Day. I'll get my calendar out to find out what it is. Is it on Thursday?
What? Hold on, sorry.
So that I thought that was exciting that they. I mean, we have it saved, but
we have them on DVD. But it's always nice the nostalgia of it to see it on TV.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Alongside their debuts on Apple TV Plus, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving will also air on PBS and PBS Kids on November 22nd at 7:30 p.m. local time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
That's a Sunday then.
Charlie Brown Christmas will air on PBS and PBS Kids on December 13th at 7:30 p.m. local time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
Also a Sunday.
So they must not have had that deal in time enough for Charlie Brown's It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. So they're doing it for the other two holidays. So that's actually very good news.
We have the Disney Nerd Herders joining us. Great show today, guys. Looking
Welcome,
forward to
Disney Nerd Herder Nation.
They are in the process of going to Walt Disney World really soon. So we're excited to be able to follow that along with you guys. And it's open. What could be better than that?
Again, just so we all know, we're drinking bacon soda.
It's pretty good, eh?
With
bacon is
what is the rum again? Spiced rum.
Yeah, it's
because the soda itself was just gross.
It's Captain Morgan's rum. The other things that was coming on, some of the movies that are what was released today. Did you know Steamboat Willie, the first Mickey Mouse talking cartoon, was released today on back in 1928. Isn't that amazing? But some of the other movies that we were talking about,
CBS actually lost their rights to it and didn't renew, I guess, in time from what we heard. So Apple snatched it up, but then PBS made a deal with them so that it could actually be on broadcast TV.
Hello, Robert from Life with Favor.
It looks like liquid poop. Oh, gee, thanks, Bob.
Some other movies that came out on this day, not the date, obviously, but the day, was Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire back in 2005. Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them came out in 2016. One we were talking about is A Christmas Story was released on this day in 1983.
Yeah.
I remember going to see that at the movies. I think I saw it about 3 or 4 times at the movie theater.
Well, now you can watch it however many times you get play in one day because it's always on TBS
24-hour marathon
for 24 hours. So it's 2 hours long. So you do the math.
The Land Before. He hates that. People when they say that too.
I don't like that saying.
The Land Before Time was in 1988. Happy Feet was in 2011. We had Malcolm X was in 1992. And The Swan Princess was in 1994. So
and also
came out in 2018.
Oliver and Company came out today also in 1988, I think it was.
Papa Mozo, hello. You know,
hey, Papa Mozo.
This tastes like gas or oil, the aftertaste of it.
I don't know when you've been drinking gas or oil, but more power to you.
Exactly. So we had...
that explains a lot.
So this, Robert kind of alluded to it, but...
You just like to use that word, alluded.
We... final payment for the Panorama cruise that we were sailing on out of Long Beach or Los Angeles, whatever they call it. On February 20th, there was a battle or a guess if we were going to have that cruise canceled or not. So talking with my travel agent, just so we didn't miss the final payment, went ahead and paid for that last Saturday, which is a week before it was supposed to the final payment. The reason is because I had a $300 non-refundable deposit that I didn't want to lose. If we canceled it, I wouldn't have that money back. I really didn't want to lose $300. So I thought, you know what? Most people, when they cancel the cruise, when cruise lines cancel their cruises, it's usually the month before the cruise is supposed to go. So I went ahead and paid it off. So it was like $1,800 is what I had to pay. $1,850, I think, $1,850. So today, it all changed. So Greg, what happened today?
Wah, wah. It got canceled.
So Greg woke me up. I was actually on the chair here watching A Crown for Christmas while I was asleep, but it was on.
How could you be watching it?
It was on. I fell asleep when I was watching it. And Greg said, hey, the cruise is canceled. And I was like, what? And sure enough, the Panorama cruise that we are going on February 20th, we were going on, has been canceled. So very sad news. Nautical Nurse Nancy, Robert from Life with Favor.
We kind of figured it was inevitable.
We figured with all the stuff that are going on. So many people were going on it. You had Midlife Crazy. You had Pero DJ. You had Carl and Team Carl. Oh my gosh. See the World with Chris. There was several channels that were going on to that cruise. And MG Tel says, I'm right down the street from the cruise terminal. Next time you want to stay with me, I'm in. There you go. We kind of figured it was not going to go because everything that they had mentioned about what was the CDC told the cruise lines that they had to do, it seemed like, especially like Carnival, they were focused on getting it running out of Florida first. The two most busiest ports out there are the Port Canaveral and Miami. And they have their own private islands out there. So you figure cruise lines, if they're going to sell anywhere and they can't get into another country to a port, they could at least go to their own private island. They don't have that on the West Coast. So we figured there wouldn't be that much push to get the West Coast cruises going. In addition to that, you have the state of California with everything being shut down. And as things are getting worse again, it looks like we might have another total shutdown, which means only the essential businesses are going to be allowed to be open. So
And,
fingers crossed it doesn't get to
and they
that
won't
level.
let you travel either unless it's essential.
Yeah, and when they told Disneyland that they would not be able to open, and they were pretty strict in terms of where they had to go, we realized Disneyland would not be opening anytime soon.
Not the rest of this year.
Not this year, probably not until March.
We don't know.
It just depends. Yeah, depends on the numbers and the cases. We figured that cruising on the ship would not happen. I would say kudos to Carnival for this. They actually gave us notice before the final payment. So we were caught because
no, you made the final payment.
I made it, but the final payment was supposed to be this coming weekend. They let the people know
for
that
everybody else.
Our cruise was going to be canceled. And we'll read the email that I received today. But kudos to them, because if we hadn't paid it, and we would have only paid $300 that we would have gotten back.
Welcome, Doug and Nick.
Welcome,
Nikki. Sorry.
But kudos to Carnival for knowing they wouldn't this far out. They weren't going to be able to sell. And a lot of cruise lines are saying is they're making you pay the final payment so they can have some money in their coffers and then they will return it to you later. So they just have some money coming in.
Daniel Fields, welcome. Carla McClendon, welcome.
Daniel Fields was on the cruise with us. So this morning when Greg had told me, I went to look at my email, and I won't read everything, but this is basically what they said. It said all embarkations from U.S. ports from January 1st to 31st to 2021, embarkations from Baltimore, Charleston, Jacksonville, Long Beach, Mobile, New Orleans, and San Diego through February 28th, 2021. Our cruise was February 20th. And then embarkations on Carnival Legend through March 26, 2021. So it basically says...
is this the one that ChadCruisers sent us?
This is the one they sent me personally,
okay.
But it's the same thing. The cruise industry continues to carefully evaluate the framework for resuming cruise ship operations order issued by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, CDC. And then I'm skipping some of it, but it says, we will not be ready to operate our January 2021 schedule from all U.S. home ports. As part of our phased approach, we will not be able to operate a subset of cruises from some home ports in February, which are the ones that we read, which is what we fall into that category. Since certain other ships scheduled for the required dry docks in the first half of 2021 will not return to operations until after their maintenance and upgrade work is completed, we must also cancel Carnival Legend through March 26. There you go. Actually, we like that. Although we like the Disneyland version during the holidays because it has holiday music in it. They have jingle bells.
Hey, see the world with Chris.
So, and Chris, he was going with us too. So this is what they offered.
Shauna Snow, welcome.
So our cruise was 6+ days. Option number 1 was 100% future cruise credit plus a $600 onboard credit per stateroom on the next cruise if booked by May 31st, 2021 for sailing departing by April 30th, 2023. So they give you like almost 2 years to choose what cruise you could go on. Option 2 was pretty simple. You get a 100% refund.
Which is what we did.
We have so many other plans going through 2021, 2022, and even starting to come into 2023.
And anything can change at any time.
We didn't know where we could fit in another cruise. So for us, although it would be exciting to get $600 onboard credit, you can manage how many dilly-dillies you could share with that. We just thought, we don't know when we're going to go. Let's cancel the cruise and it's already been canceled. Let's get our money back.
So Disney Nerd Herders was asking if we have a backup plan.
We do. We'll discuss that in a second here. So what we had booked on that cruise was I also had Faster to the Fun. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Faster to the Fun, It's where you pay some extra money. I think for us, for both Greg and I, it was $94 because they do it by stateroom. And that gets us it gets us on board quicker. We're not the first ones on board because the higher club members have access. But if I remember right, we can put our luggage into our room. So we do get access into our room, but we get onto the ship quicker to enjoy it. So we paid for that. That was $94. We also paid for a chef's table, which is a unique dining experience that they offer on Carnival ships. And that was $224 for both of us together. So $112 each. So I canceled those right away instead of waiting for them just to send me the money, because it was something that I paid additional in on top of the cruise cost. So I'm hoping I'll get that first. Maybe within a week, I'll get $300 and something back. And then the rest of the cruise, the $2,000 will come back. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes for them to get it to us.
So Disney Herders is saying you guys going on any cruises that bring out east or go out back east. I think is what they mean. At some point we will, but
yeah, this year would have been the first year we would have sailed out of in 2021 was the first year we actually sailed out on the West Coast. We would have gone to Long Beach, and we're also sailing out of Seattle. All of our other cruises have all been east. So whether it's in Florida or New York, we've sailed only out of the East Coast. Our cruises after that will be East Coast too. So one of our West Coast cruises is canceled, and we have one more hopefully in July next year. That's going to be our next cruise on the Encore during the summer. We're going up from Seattle into Alaska, which is Greg's birthday cruise.
Oh, wow. Disney Nerd Herds would drive 5 hours to meet us in Bahaba. Excuse me, Lothar 900 said we can go to Canada. Well, we can't do that either right now because the borders are closed. They won't let anyone out without quarantining when they come back, and I don't think they'll even let us in from the States right now.
One is looking at doing Adventures by Disney in 2023. I keep telling Greg I want to go to Tokyo Disneyland. Greg is very skeptical with everything going on, but I keep telling him that's 3
like
years
3
away.
years away.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things are 3 years from now.
But it is their 40th anniversary, I believe, and I like to go on special anniversary years, which would be an anniversary one. ChadCruisers said we didn't make the final payment, just a deposit. We may rebook the cruise, but going to wait to see what happens.
ChadCruisers said now they're talking about not letting us travel to other Canadian provinces. So basically, you guys would be in a total lockdown. You'd have to be stuck where you're at, basically. It's getting crazy.
Robert, I definitely want to go on a Carnival cruise at some point. I know there's some ships I'm very interested in sailing on. The Legend is definitely one of them, the one that you went on through Alaska. Those were really cool vlogs that you did, and that ship looks really fun. Looks very whimsical. And
we'll go on
on
Carnival at some point.
We went on the Panorama to meet you guys. That's how this whole thing got created. So we'll have to reach out to you to see what cruises you're going on Carnival, to see what we can work in. We definitely want to sail with you guys again. That was the whole purpose of going on the Panorama. So we'll get in touch with you and find out what might work and what you guys already have booked to see possibly what can work for us. They do have smaller cruises on the West Coast that might be fun to try with Carnival. We'll just have to see, just to get our feet wet with Carnival. I've been really happy with NCL. I've been really happy, obviously, with Disney. Greg loves Disney.
Yep.
So we might even, by the end of 2022, I think we'll have 5 NCL cruises under our belt, and we already have 3 Disney cruises. We'll have 4 Disney cruises done by that time. So we might just stick with those for a little bit too, but we definitely want to reach out to you and go on a cruise with you guys.
Well, basically, we'll definitely have to make up for this cruise. So anyone that was going on this cruise, maybe we can all come up with something later on for a cruise and make up for it. And it's that time. It's 5:30. It is Spotlight Channel.
Spotlight Channel.
Sorry, we didn't give you guys a notice to put your sunglasses on.
Your mom. You guys need to slow down and take it one day at a time. We actually have planned for 2026 too.
No, we don't.
Yeah, to us, Shanghai Disney.
Oh
That's
my
the 10-year
gosh.
anniversary. Bob and
Hey,
Ashley,
Bob and Ashley.
welcome.
We talk about things like
A boot.
we throw ideas around and stuff, but yes, there's still a lot of time to actually put things in motion. So, I mean, we're not worried about booking or anything right now. We're just putting things out there for ourselves.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this ready as we go. All right, so our Spotlight Channel, you guys, is a newer channel.
Oh, we can rent a sailboat. That's a good idea. I love sailboats.
Now, you ever seen Jaws? What happens on the sailboats? They
Oh my
get
gosh,
attacked by Jaws.
sailboats are my favorite boat. I love
It
sailboats.
won't happen.
Sailboats.
We're turning Canadian. See all this influence. Our Spotlight Channel, brought to you by MGM Family Travel, is Nick Tours. So
I was gonna say, wait, am I reading that
sneeze.
correctly? No, Nick Tours, yes.
So just starting, they have 30. Do I see 38 channel subscribers? Just 5 videos, but definitely if you want to see,
And that's a good start.
It is. So he's very new. As what we sponsored, No Maps Needed Travel as they were getting started. Another channel that you guys can follow from the beginning. And these are also near ChadCruisers too. They're in that general area, as you can see from their videos, with the Niagara Falls area. So if you haven't,
they're
and you're
in
not
the
aware,
same area. Yep.
support Nick and his channel, Nick Tours.
You're very welcome, Nick Tours.
Yes. All right. So we have said all along that if we were unable to go on the cruise, and I would be honest, I was kind of favoring. Well, I wasn't gearing myself up to the cruise because of everything, all the changes that we were going to have to deal with.
Oh, just be honest.
I wanted to go back to the Palace Peninsula. We had so much fun.
I mean, we did want the cruise to go, but we were looking more at, okay, it's not going to happen. So we were leaning more towards, okay, we can try to go back to the Rio Palace Peninsula in Cancun. And that's like still 2 months away, and we still need to find out, what's happening, but that's kind of our backup plan right now. And I know we've been talking to other YouTubers that were supposed to go on the panorama and throwing out ideas to see if they want to go. So we'll see how it all meshes together.
Well, and part of the reason is we went to Cancun during the pandemic. We went for my birthday in the end of September. And the care that we saw and how well they were cleaning things.
They were cleaning the sidewalks with a squeegee.
Amazing. I'll give you an example. Juan and I went like a week ago to San Diego. I did not see that level of detail in them cleaning, whether it was at the restaurants or at the shops or in the hotel. I mean, they had signs up in that. They had the social distancing stuff, but there wasn't that you didn't physically see people there constantly cleaning. You did temperature checks like we did in Mexico. So we were able to experience Mexico with the quarantine going on, the pandemic, and we felt completely safe. Probably our biggest concern was the air travel over there. So Greg ordered special masks. We had hand sanitizer. They give you hand sanitizer on the plane. So every airline is a little bit different how they handle
We even
things.
had our eye goggles on
to help.
And we were the only ones that did that on the plane. And before we went on the trip, I had seen my doctor and I asked questions about COVID to see if there was anything that was updated. And they said, yeah, it can actually go through your eyes. Like if someone sneezes or coughs and it's aerosol or sprays and you walk through it, it can go through the eyes.
Thank you, Jim, for putting that on there. Daniel Fields signed up for you guys. Thank you so much for doing that.
Mom, the Vegas is not the same right now either. It's very limited. In fact, they are canceling shows right and left. It looks like
They don't have any shows.
Well, I mean, they're canceling them for good. Zumanity just got the axe. They're not coming back. They were hoping that they would, and that was at New York. So I don't know what's going to replace it, but a lot of people are bummed that that's going away.
Wanda Corn Bingo. Bingo is the best. Hey, Selling Away with T&K. Welcome.
Hey,
Thanks for joining
welcome.
us. So and then we compared it to what was going on with cruising. One, you can't leave the ship unless you have an excursion booked through the cruise line.
That's what it will be once cruising starts.
Yes. So that means you have to book through the cruise line. There's no more just getting off the ship. And it's understandable. I completely believe that or accept that. But it still changes your experience on there. So you can't just walk along the port and, go into the shops. That is a big disappointment for me.
Travel Adventures with Eric B. Welcome.
I do like I wear masks for work. I work in an essential workplace. I have accepted that. So on the ship doesn't matter too much for me, but everything will change on there too. It'll be a different experience. I also want to experience Carnival with a less limited cruise, with less going on. So I was kind of, not only did I feel the cruise was going to get canceled, I was hoping it was going to get canceled. It sounds bad. It sounds bad, but I do.
Bad. We were and we weren't hoping. We knew it would be canceled. I mean, we just had a feeling. So maybe that's what we should be saying. we knew it was going to be canceling.
Yeah.
Not that we didn't want to meet everybody. We just had a feeling
that's the biggest disappointment.
We just had a feeling it was going to be canceled, and now we can't meet everybody. But then if you all want to come over to Cancun, we can maybe meet you.
So we are going to be doing that. We're going to be looking at the Rio Palace Peninsula around the same time. We haven't booked anything yet.
That's a good idea, Lothar 900.
What's that?
Renting a cozy cabin.
Yes. So we had such a good time in Cancun that even if we just stayed at the resort and didn't go anywhere, we know we would have had a good time. So that's why we want to go back to Cancun. I would imagine we'd go back to Isla Mujeres again because that was fun. There's a lot more to explore.
We just won't try to run anybody over when we do the golf cart. I just won't listen next time. I literally almost hit the person in front of me, which happened to be the brother of the person that worked or owned that rental place, and I missed him like by that much. I felt so bad. I thought, oh my God, that would be the end of our vacation if I pinned his leg or something.
But there's a lot. We went to the south side of it that you Wanda's in her videos. If you check her videos out, you'll see that we're still working on ours.
Wanda's gonna bring her helmet. Don't forget your elbow pads and your knee pads too. Make sure you're all protected.
But I think we'll explore the northern part of the island, and then we want to look at another pyramid again. That's what we'll probably do. And we're going to be there for 1 or 2 more days longer. So definitely make sure that we stay there. And this was the first vacation that I think I've took that when I came home, I was completely rested, and I went to work and not even like, oh, I got to go to work. It was like, okay, I'm just coming back to work.
Because it was more leisure time, do what you want. Walk around, enjoy the ocean, enjoy the views, enjoy all the pools. There were 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Yeah, 4, 5 pools. And I put my foot in every one of them. I wanted to make sure that I went into all of them.
Yep, Mary, we went to Punta Sur. And it was called the Steaming Bean. Welcome, another Canadian. It's all going good up there in Canada.
Steaming Bean.
Yes. If you guys haven't checked his channel out, definitely check his channel out. Another Canadian. So many Canadians. It's great. So yeah, that's what we're looking at doing. Tulum is definitely one of them that we thought about looking at. That's right on the coast. maybe Chichen Itza again.
There's also like I don't know the name of it now, but it's like a Universal Studios type place in Mexico.
Oh, yeah,
It's
Wanda.
like a amusement park, and
Wanda knows what it is.
one of our friends was telling us about it on through Messenger as well, but I don't remember the name.
It's like Escott or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know how far it is
Ascarat.
from there and how expensive it is, but that might be something to do. If it's too far, probably I don't know if we want to travel too
Escarat,
far.
there you go. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know that much about it, but I've heard the Derick Cruisers mention that
It
we
looks
should go
fun.
do it. Yeah, there's so many different things. I don't think you can see everything in one day. It might take a couple of days to go out there.
I just don't know
see
how
it.
far away it is from the resort and everything.
And I guess there's one more reason, but so Greg, you're gonna have to hold off a minute, or you can entertain them while I get the main reason why I want to go back.
ChadCruisers said, of course, we both work in transportation, so I see all the extra efforts going into keeping things clean and safe for all. Cancun in February is a great break for Wisconsin winter.
They said that
That's
actually
true.
was from November to February through March to March is the best time to go to Cancun area.
Oh, Xcaret is not far, about 1 or 1.5 hours away. Not far from our resort, you mean?
Yeah,
from Cancun, I guess Cancun in general. Oh yeah, that was expensive. That was like $30-something a pop.
Can you guys see what this is? Oh no, because I have it on the wrong side. It's chocolate tequila. And one of the things I wanted to get when I went to Mexico, I wanted to get a specialty tequila. We actually got this right next to us is the Rio Caribe, and outside of that is a little shop. It's like a pharmacy, and they had tequila there. And they had this. This is like $38.
But it goes a long way because you can just mix it with. I mean, you don't just drink it by itself. You can. There goes the whole set. You can mix it with something. So you could put it with milk and some other kind of dairy liquor, or you could just have a shot of it. But
it looks like thick Nestle Quick.
Yeah, I think if you just have shots of it, though, you're going to use it up a lot faster than you would if you mixed it with, make a mixed drink with it.
The funny thing is, Mom was watching the house while we were in Cancun, and we had a shot of this. And then she called me about 4 days later, and she goes, "Do you still have that chocolate tequila?" I said, "Yeah."
She wants some.
Why? She goes, "Make sure you have some the next time I'm there." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you liked it that much?" And she was asking if we could buy it here, and you can't. You can only get this in Mexico.
Can you order it from Mexico?
You can't. No.
Oh,
so
wow.
Next time I go,
you
I'm
better
looking
have
for this.
At least $100 worth of it. Maybe get 2 or 3 of them. A little over $100.
I don't know what they'll let me do because they might, if too many, they'll think I'm selling it, and they won't let me bring it in.
Well, put it on your regular luggage, and it'll be okay. Put one in mine, put one in yours, or put 2 in mine and put 1 in yours.
So we are, as disappointed as we are, we also have already made plans for what we can do for the future. So we probably won't book anything for like a month or so.
Oh, Xcaret is 51 miles by road away from the Rio.
Good. Yeah, we'll have to definitely look into that. Who would have thunk? Yes. When I heard, and they actually gave us some tequila, and I thought it was this, but Wanda said no, they were giving you, it tastes like Irish cream. And I'm thinking, this doesn't taste like chocolate.
I have an idea. You can make hot chocolate, and you could pour a shot of that in your hot chocolate, and that would be so good. Ooh, we got to try that. That's a good idea now.
Rachel loves Dizney. Welcome. I want to go to Mexico.
Welcome.
Now. I think we already said hello.
Well, welcome again.
Yes. Our great supporter.
We will bring our donkey and carry a bunch of tequila back. Are we going on a donkey trail all the way from Mexico back home? That might take a few days, extra days to be off from work. But
yeah. One thing that I wanted to mention, and has anyone in chat decided to do this?
Good in coffee also.
Is Royal Caribbean are looking for volunteers for them to be test dummies on their cruises.
That sounds so appealing. You're a test dummy on a cruise.
Well, I know there's been several people who have decided that they wanted to do it. I actually wouldn't mind doing it. I just don't know when they're going to do it. And if you'd have to pay for your airfare there, I would imagine they would just pay for you to get on the ship.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bob, is that an oxymoron? Iced hot chocolate. Iced hot chocolate. How do you have iced and hot chocolate together?
Wasn't that on the Disney thing we did last week?
I'm just joking, but I'm just like, wow, that's like mixing two things, iced and hot.
Bob said they did it last week. Did you do it through an email?
I know he's being funny.
Because I joined a Facebook page. I looked it up and I joined a Facebook page from Royal Caribbean, and there was 10,000 subscribers in like the first day, and now there's like 48,000 subscribers to this, and they're keeping you up on. It said it's Royal for Volunteers, I believe is the name of it. Let me see if I can find it real quick as I talk to you. But I know some people are interested in doing it. If I doubt, see, the hardest thing is we're from the West Coast, and we have to fit this into our other travel plans that I don't think we could technically even afford to at this point to get airfare to go over there. I'd rather go to the Rio and have some dillies than be a test dummy.
I guess you could make iced hot chocolate because you would just put ice in a cup, pour the hot chocolate, and it would melt right away. So that would work, I guess.
That Royal.
They're not allowing Canadians to do this, which is not right. Wanda said that they've had over. She's heard that they've had over 100,000.
Yeah, Steaming Bean put that in there too.
Like iced coffee.
Yeah,
I actually love iced coffee.
Carla said she signed up to be a test dummy. I would do it though. I mean,
but you can't look at it as a vacation though. You would be going there to test out their protocols and policies and procedures, and basically it would almost be like a job in a way, because they would be telling you what you have to do and stuff, and you would be going through the motions. I mean, yeah, it would be fun and everything, but you'd probably look at it more as a job at that point, because they want to see how things flow and stuff.
That's the Facebook page. Thank you, Josh. Volunteers of the Seas. That's what I signed up for. And that's, if anything, they just give general information. And I did see you liked the picture on that. So thank you, Josh, for doing that too. Sign it too, but they're not allowing Canadians.
Yeah. See, and then Wanda thinks the same thing. It's not going to be a pleasure cruise. It's not going to be a normal cruise. You're there to help them tweak things to make it better for when it is a pleasure cruise. And so it's a working vacation with benefits.
I know Nurse Nancy was talking about this on her show last night. Would they allow vloggers to vlog it? Would they be very secretive right now of what they're doing?
I think they would be secretive.
You figure they don't want to be under scrutiny of people seeing vloggers do something and maybe paint what they're doing in a bad image, to prevent maybe the CDC watches that video or something. And so I would imagine they wouldn't allow.
So does that mean would they be confiscating your phones and your camera devices and everything?
They do.
Because how are they going to know?
They'll do a strip search when you get on the.
Oh my gosh! It's not a clothing optional. No, but I mean, they have to have some kind of security or agreement. Like you have to probably sign something that says you will not be videotaping, because if they see that you are, then you're probably off the boat or the ship, wherever they can let you off.
Yeah, and then you would imagine, would they be practicing mainly embarkation and disembarkation? Because you figure that's going to be a major effort when they start cruising, getting people on the ship in a timely manner. And then when they get off the ship, what's the time frame between the next one comes on? So how will that look for that?
Bob from Innocence Abroad. So the sharper image has camera pens, right? Yeah. So I'm just writing something down. I'm taking video of something here.
You still have to wear a mask if it's clothing optional. Steaming Bean, I dare them to strip search me.
I could say something, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting. I know there was one person who was.
Oh, real quick, I'm sorry. Everyone that, because Nurse Nancy is talking about her channel. Everyone that's a creator, please put that you're a creator and check each other's channels out and help each other grow and check one another's content out. So thank you, Nurse Nancy, for reminding us about that.
Steaming Bean, we are, if anyone knows anything about California, we are near Yosemite. That's probably the closest thing. We're actually near Fresno.
Our backyard. It's 2 hours away, if that.
It's about an hour to the park entrance and about 2 hours to where all the main stuff is. We're
2 hours.
Yeah, to like where you go to the falls and the lookout.
Oh, yeah, well, depending where you want to go at that point, yeah.
We're next to Fresno, though. We're about 13 miles from Fresno, so we're Central Valley. 2 hours north is Sacramento. San Francisco's about 3.5 hours northwest. And then LA is about 4 hours south. So we're almost smack in the middle of the state. In fact, we are basically, because North Fork, they say, is geographical center of the state, and that's not far from us. That's within 30 miles of us. So yes. But yeah, so that is very interesting what cruising will look like. I'm glad they're starting to do it, that we're seeing some progression. I feel bad for the cruise lines.
It'll be for the best in the long run, and they'll make their money back. It might take a year or two, but they'll make their money back very quickly, I'm sure.
And I would tell you, this hasn't phased me where I don't want to cruise anymore. I mean, we still have cruises planned, and we plan on booking more cruises. Mm-hmm. But I feel bad for the cruise lines because they're being held by the CDC to make sure everything is safe, and it's just going to take time with the restrictions that they want them to do.
I think they're under scrutiny more because they're not a plane, even though you would think, okay, airplanes, they have that kind of down pat now. Cruise ships, I guess, it's a different story. It's bigger and there's more people that you could fit in there, but then also planes are smaller, and some of ours were at full capacity, but everybody had to wear a mask. They had their filters in the plane. You could literally see the air coming out of the vents. It looked like smoke, like white smoke, but it was fresh air coming in. Remember, I asked you if you could see it on the sides, mm-hmm. and it literally looked like when you open your refrigerator door and you see the air coming out, or the freezer. That's what it looked like. Excuse me.
Is that they have Explorers cologne or D&G cologne? That's interesting.
Never thought of that, but
I'll have to look it up.
I don't know how we smell, but okay.
We have Sharon at Sea Travel joining us. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys are doing well. We are doing very well. A little bit insane at work, I must say, for me, especially at work. It's insane lately, but doing well. We're doing well. So we just shared news that we just paid off our Panorama cruise and it got canceled. So,
but you get your money back.
We'll see. It'll be interesting to see.
But it takes a while.
It'll be interesting to see how quick we get paid back. So, we'll see how it goes.
Dolce and Gabbana D&G. Oh, wow.
That is hilarious. I'm an big line and don't want anyone to get into my shit.
What?
Yeah, so it's a lot of things. I don't know. It's 2020 is almost done. Can you believe it? And we went on a cruise. Was it February 1st? It was February 1st, 2020. We went on the Disney Fantasy, which we still haven't shown the video for that. But we figure,
we're working on Cancun right now. We are. Yeah, there's a lot of time in between, so it'll be out there at some point.
So, yeah, it's hard to believe that we started at the beginning of the year so excited, and looking at some of the other cruises that we had upcoming for this year. and they all fell through. And all the things that have happened. Who would have who would have thought coming into 2020 that all this would have happened? So we have to make the best with what we can, and that's where we start coming out. So many people, Life with Favor, they have an RV, so watch their vlogs because they're starting to release vlogs on that. Alyssa and Griff have been doing that. The RV trend has exploded.
Yeah, they're actually. I heard that they were selling out of RVs because people are out buying them because they want to travel so much. But that's what I was trying to remember. I read something, and this isn't official for our show or anything, but I just read something where they said that they're going to have a vaccine coming out shortly that's 95% effective. And then when I read it, like the article, they said 94. I'm like, well, which one is it? So they're doing that, and then they also are coming out, I guess, with an at-home test, so that's safer, so that you don't have to be in line with people that are potentially asymptomatic. And
so
then
do they give you like a long little tube,
sick from them,
like a Q-tip that you put in up your nose?
Yeah, you do get it. So it looked like a Q-tip that you put up your nose, you swab yourself, which would be very hard for me because you have to get way up there, like basically taking out brain matter. Then you stick it in this like triangle looking cone thing. Then you stick that into the reader. And then 30 minutes later, you're supposed to have your results. I don't know when or how this is being released or anything like that, but that's what they're saying is coming out.
Does it also let you know what your IQ is?
Oh my gosh.
Ben from PTV Peppertreeville is here. Thank you so much for joining us. Excited?
Yes, welcome.
Oh,
and
hi,
welcome
Sierra.
to you too.
Sierra wants to say hello. Yes, we are going in February 2022. We are going on the NCL Encore. That'll be the first ship we sell twice on, because in July next year, on the NCL Encore, we're going to Alaska, and then we're going to be a part of ChadCruisers group cruise out of Miami. On their cruise on the Encore.
We're looking forward to that also.
We are excited about the one with ChadCruisers because we are like 2 doors away from the observation lounge. So if you guys are familiar with the NCL Breakaway Plus ships, they have the observation lounge. It's such an amazing area. We are 2 doors down, which also means we're 1 floor below the buffet. So really looking forward to not only meeting a lot of great people on that one, I'm looking forward to being on the NCL. I love the NCL breakaway class ships. They're great.
Yeah, NCL is very nice next to Dizney. So, I mean, those are the only 2 that we've done, but so far we've been happy with both. I just like Dizney more.
Yep. Also, Innocents Abroad, Nick Tours is going on that. I better not say another name because I don't know if they're going on it or not. So if you guys are interested, contact ChadCruisers on going on that cruise. It's Super Bowl weekend. I believe we sell on the Super Bowl. So I don't know if it's the 5th or the 6th. I forget now. But that will be interesting to see what that looks like. All right, guys. Coming up now, we have the on the Dizney side, we have This and That. They always put on a great show. The Ship Show puts on an amazing show. So called the Ship Show because you never know what ship is going to happen on their show. So they are coming on at 9 o'clock too. So let them know that Big Explorer, Little Explorer sent you along. And I think, Greg, that is about it. Steamy Bean said the Epic was the first cruise on 2012 on that. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you.
In a world with so much going on that's, I don't want to say negative, but there's a lot going on out there. Thank you for spending your night with us. Hopefully we cheered you up a little bit.
And next week we won't be on live, but we'll have a pre-videotaped show.
It'll be a Disney show. So it should be fun. But be safe, you guys. Since this is the last live, have a very safe Thanksgiving, you guys.
A happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy those around you, but also be safe out there, especially during these times.
Watch out for that tryptophan that Jim was talking about in his show yesterday.
You guys have a great night. My name is Derick.
I'm Gregory.
But if you forget our names, it's okay because I'm a little explorer.
I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said, we are just getting started.
Dilly dilly. Have a good night.